Hey guys, and welcome back to Super Luigi Galaxy. It's now time that we actually take care of the rest of these prankster comets, shall we? Let's talk to this guy. He'll tell us all about them. Hey ho! If you need to know anything about prankster comets, I'm your Luma. Eventually. Past me, you're taking too long with this. How can I help? Tell me more. That prankster comet is always stirring up trouble, making galaxies go all crazy. Speedy comets limit the amount of time you can spend there. Daredevil comets leave you with low life. Ugh. Cosmic comets make you race a mirror version of yourself, and fast forward comets they speed up everything. Now the fun part is trying each one out. You can't feed him. At least I don't think you can. Alright, so let's try out the terrace next, since this is where we have our remaining prankster comets. First up is Honey Hive. So again, normally the first one you'd unlock is Good Egg Galaxy, but that's actually going to be the last one we do for these first two domes. So yes, the Hungry Luma will tell us about the four kinds of prankster comets. We have Honey Hive, Cosmic Luigi Race. Now we've already seen the Speed Comet, you're just completing the level in under a time limit. A very generous one. And we've seen the Daredevil Comet, which requires you to defeat the boss, except for one, with only one piece of health. This is the Cosmic Comet, in which you race a cosmic version of yourself. If it gets to the end, before you, you suffer from a heart attack and you die. To give yourself an advantage, you can crouch by pressing Z or whatever the button is on the Switch. Hold forward and press the jump button, I believe. I think that's what it was. And if you get the timing right, you can get a forward boost. This is the only one that actually changes things up. Because while the other prankster comets are just the same with Mario and Luigi, Cosmic Luigi is a much harder opponent to race than Cosmic Mario. He long jumps everywhere, he'll take certain shortcuts, he has certain other tries, like we saw he ground pounded down that hole. I saw one this time, but yeah, Cosmic Luigi is a lot harder to race than Cosmic Mario. You can touch him and you'll just get a bunch of star bits, but yeah. They change up the Cosmic Comets quite a bit after this. In Galaxy 2, it creates a bunch of clones of yourself, and they're actually deadly to the touch, but they mimic every single one of your movements. In some cases, it'll just be one or two, other cases, they'll just be infinitely spawning. Yeah, unfortunately, I have to complete another mission first in order to get the next prankster comet to appear. Luckily, there is... I don't want to talk to this one, but there is a Hungry Luma just outside of the fountain that we've yet to speak to, so let's go and feed him. He must be starving by this point. I mean, look at him, he's like Patrick. You took my only food. Now I'm gonna starve. So this guy also needs 400. I don't know why the first one wasn't just 200, but whatever. Luigi. Sliding all over the place. You've really got to remove that butter on your feet, you know that? Surprisingly, the one you feed like 2,000 or whatever to doesn't look any different when he's that size. And the Sling Pod Galaxy has appeared. Despite feeding him 400 star bits, he's probably the smallest galaxy in the game in terms of the total area. Or the total volume of stuff that's there. It's a bit more spread out and open than other galaxies, but there's not exactly much here. They're just tiny little planetoids. But we're in a very sticky situation. I don't know what triggers the Hungry Lumas to appear, if it's a certain mission or a number of star bits. Not star bits, power stars. Whether or not you have to complete Space Junk Galaxy first so that you're like introduced to the Sling Pods. But you grab it, you hold back. It will occasionally make like this siren sound effects. I don't know what that means, if it's going to snap or not. I don't think it does, so I don't know what the sound effect is for. But you have got to make sure you don't miss anything like I did just then. And I did have quite a bit of a hard time here, both for Mario and Luigi. You've got to be pretty precise with your aim, but the plus side is that because of areas like this part here, you can really grind your star bits. If you're ever struggling with star bits for your Hungry Lumas, this is the place to go. You can get so many star bits in this galaxy. All because of this area right here. Every time you die, these star bits will respawn. So it's a great place to go. And if you're playing the game like slowly and collecting all the star bits as you can as you go along like I do, that was close, then you should be okay. But if you do need more, you come here. Oh no, and I hit the fire bar, and I fall into space, and I go into a black hole. It's just one thing after another. Alright, let's try it again. Avoid the fire bars. I kind of wish that you could save your star bits like between the Mario and Luigi playthroughs. That would have been nice. Right, I'm not sure if that fire bar can quite hit you or not. All I know is I just about made that. Ooh, that was close. I nearly hit the thing spinning around and I nearly missed the star. Should surely be the other way around. No, we don't want to be the other way around. And that's the Sling Pod Galaxy. So that should now unlock our next prankster comet. We can just see it on the map. There's a little red star on top of the thing. And now it's time for our final prankster comet of these two domes. Which is normally the first one we do. It's another speedy comet. And this time it's in the Good Egg Galaxy. Yeah. It's Dino Piranha Speedrun. I may have mentioned this before. When you're playing Galaxy 2, you can still select the regular missions, even if a prankster comet's in orbit. You can't do that here. You have to do the prankster comet. I just wish it didn't make that alarm sound every time. It's not so bad here, but again, the green stars in Galaxy 2. Every single one. At least in this game you don't need to collect the comet medals, so that's one good thing. Which I never quite got, because there's a comet medal in every single galaxy in Galaxy 2. But there isn't a prankster comet for every galaxy, so what are the extra ones for? Yeah, so this planet's changed up a little bit. Before it was those rocks that we can destroy by hitting the red part. This time it's chomps. Get out of the way! That was close. What is this stuff? Is it sticky sand? What is it? Why am I being slowed down by it? Is it tar? I want to know what this stuff is. Alright, we're not going to take the flip switch planet this time. We're just going to go the short way. Though it really wouldn't matter because we finished this mission with plenty of time to spare. Again, these speed comets, they're not speed runs. They are incredibly generous. That's why I'm glad that at least some levels in Galaxy 2 do change things up a little bit. Ah, that was close. Again, we got chomps this time instead. I guess it's just because you can't kill the chomps, except for using this thing. Which really didn't want to hit this giant piranha plant. Which is what's supposed to happen, but no, alright. We'll kill this guy the other way, because his only method of attack is to slam the ground. You jump on his head. And that allows you to avoid the flip switch planet, which you go to if you took that pipe. Hit this guy. If only they were always as simple to hit as that one is. Sometimes you can be chasing these guys around all over the place. And we're already making our way to Dino Piranha with over 2 minutes to spare, and let's face it, he's not exactly hard. Once again, we are beating up a helpless baby. He's not even out of the egg. And we help him out of the egg, which is more than can be said about, I can never remember the name of the one from Galaxy 2. That one never comes out of the egg. Well, yeah, it kind of does, but then it regrows the egg, which is a strange... I don't know why any creature would ever want to regrow its egg. But that's what it does. This guy reappears in Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games, and he actually has the ability to spit fire, which it takes from its fiery counterpart in this game. I never understood what the Dream Spacewalk was supposed to be, though. I don't know what it has to do with the Olympics, but all I know is I hated that mission because there was a trick. The trick to getting anything but 4th place is to keep mashing the button as you try to attack it. But nothing in the game at first tells you how to do that until I had to look that up on the internet. I'm like, how do you win this? I keep getting by far last place. How are you supposed to win this? And I find out, oh, you mash the 2 button as you're charging towards it. Well, thank you, game. You have instructions on how it works, but you don't actually list that part in the instructions. And then when I finally did it, then the text shows up at the end. It's like, a hint. You gotta press the 2 button and it wants to hit him with more power. I was like, now you tell me that. After I've finally worked out how... Well, not worked out. After I've had to look up how to win. Because all I was getting was 4th place. And I'm like, how are you supposed to do anything better? It's like you gotta spin into him. And you gotta spin his fireballs back at him. It's stupid! It's stupid! Oh boy. It's everyone's favourite gimmick, the rolling green galaxy. It looks like a mini golf course. Because that's basically what it is. Along with the manta ray, this is the thing that everybody hates. Because we're gonna fall rolling in the clouds. Because controlling this thing is bad. And I hate it. I really hate it. Alright, just talk to me. Hey, now if you're thinking about just rolling that ball away, you better listen to old Billboard here. And finally, we've reached Billboard. First, jump on top of the ball. I don't know why the way he just says hey, it sounds like an Italian American. Alright, you're wrong. Now I'm trying to match the guide on the bottom right. Which actually reads my controls. Right, that's it. That's what you call the basic position. From that basic position, tilt and move the ball in that direction. Then just press the B button to jump. If anything gets in your way, smoosh it. Anyway, you'll learn more by doing it yourself. Good luck! No offense to any Italian Americans out there. That's just the voice I get from him. I think it means I've watched too much Family Guy. Hey, hey, oh, hey, 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 Copernicus, why don't you navigate yourself to the back of the line with your feet and stand there with your shirt? The music does actually play at different speeds depending on how fast you're going. The Goombas do like to get in your way here because the Goombas can't kill you. Even if they run into you, they die. They're like kamikazeing into you. But, yeah, it's quite awkward to control this thing. Still, both this and the manta ray are a lot better than that bird in Galaxy 2. I hate that thing so much. Especially when you gotta go through all those gates to get the cosmic coin. The comet coin, not the cosmic coin. Alright, the rolling green galaxy isn't too bad. It's the one we gotta do later on that's the problem. And unlike the manta ray, the rolling ball actually does reappear in Galaxy 2, but I think it's only in 1 level. 2 at the most, I can't really remember. But we're going to be seeing that thing 2 more times. And that's 1 gimmick level down. Now for the other one, once I eventually decide, no, I don't want to save. Don't save while you're in the middle of recordings in case something goes wrong. The Hurry Scurry Galaxy. If you can call this a galaxy, it's only 1 planet, but whatever. The Shrinking Satellite. Sorry, there's no "the" in the title, but whatever. I guess there's technically 2 planets. Talk to me, Toad. Once I could stop.
The floor falls away when you step on it. Be careful.
Alright. Except for the Goomba. For some reason the Goomba can stand on it perfectly fine. Did you stop sliding?
I tried walking along the path, but it started disappearing with every step I took. It's dangerous, I tell ya.
Oh, my coins. this will also reappear in another galaxy, but so here it's just one single galaxy, and the other one is a part of a bigger galaxy. And why not? The same could be said about the flip switch planet. You could at least have some music instead of just each note going slightly higher pitched. Now one thing you can do is that you can just long jump and you'll just swing around the whole planet for ages and ages and ages. I think eventually though, if you do get stuck in that, it will kill you. Like to get you out of it. It just means you have to do the mission again. Let's face it, that wasn't hard. So I don't think it's going to be that much of an issue if you have to do it again. But the most important thing is that unlike 64 and Sunshine, if you die, it doesn't boot you out of the level. Now, can we fight in Bowser's hair? I don't want to. His hair is magnificent in this game. And we're going to Bowser's Star Reactor. I think actually we're going to fight behind his ear. Ew. The Fiery Stronghold. So it does mean we're going to be switching gravity a lot in this level. And for all three, well, for two of the Bowser levels, we have the return of Koopa Road from Super Mario 64. It's not as good as 64. It's not as good as Galaxy 2. But I do still really like this tune. 64 is easily the best one. Galaxy 2 is really good as well. This one just seems to be, it's a little bit calmer. Even though 64, I believe that was done with voice work as well, rather than just instruments like Galaxy 2 did, but it's done in such a way, this one feels a bit too calm. The other one feels 64 feels very tense. Right, just jump when you need to. Why is there so many black holes here? How is Bowser supposed to get anywhere with all these black holes? Again, thwomps, instant death in this game. They don't simply take away one piece of health, they take away all three. Crushing is instant death here. I really hate the timing of that. That thwomp always goes right back up again, right as those flamethrowers turn on. It's very difficult to time. That, on the other hand, was just stupidity. But that was it though, it's really not much of a level. It's Bowser! Apparently he can not only shoot fire out of his mouth, he can shoot meteors out of his mouth as well. You might want to get your stomach checked, Bowser. I don't think that that's normal. There's kidney stones, but there's not fiery rocks in your stomach. So look at that hair. It's amazing. You finally made it. Just in time for me to stomp you into star bits. I do kind of wish his dialogue would change between Mario and Luigi, but sadly it doesn't. Alright, so Bowser, we're taking him head on. We can't grab his tail anymore. But because he's big, he's going to have a stomp that can send out a shockwave. What you got to get him to do is land on those glass bits on this planetoid. It will set his tail on fire. He'll run away, spin into him, and then he'll spin in place. But the music that plays when you're fighting Bowser is amazing. Whether it's with or without him breaking open the seals, whatever you call them. The glass things. And that, when you do so, that's when the choir kicks in. Sounds even better. He does go in a bit of a random direction though. That's the only trouble. This time he's actually going to move in this way. Oh, you stupid glass container crystal thing. This part of the tune always used to remind me of Pirates of the Caribbean, I don't know why. It sounds nothing like he's a pirate, but that's what I always got from it. But how is he not smashing open the thing there? It's enough to cause a shockwave. But if he hits you, he will, the current attack he's doing does reset. Luckily the planet is made of glass, so you can sort of get an idea of where he's going. Again. And there we go. And that is the basis for every Bowser fight in this game. I mean, it's still better than 64. At least he takes multiple hits. What? How? Foolish Luigi. My planet's too far along now. You really think you can stop me? Wait, that sounds familiar. Doesn't that kind of sound like, guess what, Sonic Heroes? I finally developed the ultimate weapon. Think you can stop me? It's too much like that, I swear. It's Sonic Heroes all over again. And we got ourselves another Grand Star that magically comes out of that planet when you defeat Bowser and he teleports away. Why? Who knows? It doesn't matter, we got ourselves a Grand Star regardless. Doing so, we can light up the beacon once again. It'll change colour and unlock even more of the Comets Observatory. It's green now. I haven't put any green stars in it yet. And even though the whole bottom section of the observatory is unlocked, only one dome is available. It's weird how one Grand Star can light up an entire floor and open a dome, but the next Grand Star, all that does is basically open a door. That's all it does. We nearly got everything. You rescued another Grand Star, and power has returned to another dome in the back of the observatory. But I still don't think we have the star power to fly the observatory through the universe. The villain who kidnapped your special one took her far from here to the center of the universe. Yes, you said that about 3 times already. Once our star power is restored, the observatory will be able to go there. Then you can reunite with your special one. Alrighty. So we've unlocked a fair bit more of the observatory now. We have access to the kitchen. But we're not going to be going there in this part. There is another door just there as well. It's not really a door, but we don't have access to that just yet. Did you get Mama to read you from her storybook? Interesting. Well, maybe another time. Because next up, we're going to the kitchen. See you all then.